Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to my real estate channel. I will be documenting all my ups, the downs, and in betweens in real estate. One, for me to look back on, and also for me to encourage people out there who were just like me, who thought about the process forever, looked at all type of videos and read books, and just really don't know where to get started. I am halfway in my newbie phase, so hopefully this video is inspirational. But also to this journey, this channel will also be to document my journey in real estate. So here I am heading into a tax sale. I have been to one of these before, but I was never able to get anything. Let's try my luck today. We are in Middle Georgia, so I'm super, super excited to see if I can grab something today. Let's go. So this building right here, they normally have a few auctions going on out here at the same time. This building houses many auctions, from auction.com to random banks coming in, sending their representatives to auction houses, one-off houses sometimes. The sheriff department does some sheriff sales here, as well as the tax commissioner. So sometimes it can get a bit chaotic. Right here is the list that was auctioned off. So from 3.1K all the way to 11.6K for the starting number. So let's see what the highest number will be at the end of the day. I know a lot of people normally say, oh my gosh, you can go to these auctions and get such awesome, amazing prices. So let's see what the lowest number for the day was, as well as the highest number for the day at the end of the video. So this lady's literally just auctioning off this house for a bank. Some people are paying attention, some people aren't. As I mentioned before, a lot goes on in here simultaneously. I believe she could have garnered way more participation if we knew she was actually starting an auction, but she just started talking in front of us. Like no one knew this was coming up. So we just all looked at each other all confused. And I started recording her, but when I noticed she was talking, there was actually an auction going on. And it's just super cold in here. It's a warehouse. The main auction people are actually waiting for was the tax commission auction. So let's see if she gets this house sold. Nope, no sale on the floor for that house. I recorded a video, but it was really, really low, so I'll just talk over it. All I was saying, honestly, we're in the sticks. It's cold. These are the sacrifices I make to get my fire deals. Period. Now, for real though, what I was saying for real, you stay in a circle and you step into the circle if you want to bid on properties. If the properties get too high that you're currently bidding on, what you would do is you would move back outside of the circle. It's really, really simple when it comes to this auction. This is like one of my favorite auctions to go to. I just hate the drive, and it's starting to get a little bit more competitive. But we'll talk about that. That's a whole nother video. But yeah, you just step inside the circle. If you want to bid on a property, if the property is too high or you don't want to bid up to whatever number it is, you just step back outside of the circle. Long story short. This is the tax commissioner giving his warnings. I got my little chair and I just sit there and wait to bid on something I like. Once it's called, I'll step into the circle. If not, hey, I won't step into the circle. And I did step one, right? Which is showing up. And I live to bid another day.
You need to present a state-issued driver's license, state-issued identification card, or a U.S. passport at the time of purchase. If you don't have any of these three, you need to go get it now. We will resell the property if you can't produce either of these documents. So, of course, we'll be
So as you can see, the guy in the all black, he is currently bidding. He is in the circle. Let's see if he
going
wins.
once, 30,000 going twice, 30,000 going third and final time to have any other bids and sold. Come on up, sir.
All right, next property, 3294 Lansing Lane.
Yay, congrats to him. So as you all heard, the highest property went for $30,000. At the beginning of the video, I said, let's see what number would be the highest bid. The highest opening bid was actually $11,600, and that particular property sold for $24,000. The highest bid of the entire auction was that $30,000. That property itself is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home at just a little over 1,000 square feet. It's valued at $84,000. So if Zillow is correct, the winner of that bid just stepped into $54,000 in equity in that property. That is an amazing, amazing bid. Shout out to this young lady, Jewel. She met a lot of investors and just introduced herself and let us know that she can do background research for us on properties. I've never used her, but I just felt compelled to put her information in this video, being that she was out there that early in the cold, hustling like that. She's also a realtor. So if you all need her services, feel free to reach out to her. I cannot endorse her per se because, for one, I don't know her. I met her that one time. Two, I have never done any business with her. So do your own due diligence. But I just admire her hustle and her grind, being out there in the cold with us investors and just walking up to us and introducing herself and giving out business cards and what you see here. I just took a picture of it because, I mean, it'll probably end up in the trash. So she didn't need to waste her paper on me, so I just took a picture and I just felt compelled to put it in this video. So if you are in need of her services, definitely feel free to reach out to her. Thank you all so much for coming with me on this journey to this auction in the middle of Georgia. But I do want to stress, don't be fooled. A lot of these homes do not go for pennies on a dollar like people are saying. Yes, you may get pieces of land. You may get some dilapidated properties for $3,000, anywhere under $5,000. Absolutely. But make sure you are running your numbers and you are not just hopping in, buying properties and not having some sort of exit strategy. These are not turnkey properties that you're getting for pennies on a dollar. And as you see in the videos, it is very, very competitive. A lot of investors know that Macon can give you a good return on your money, really anywhere not anywhere, but most places in Middle Georgia. So with that being said, I'm super conflicted to tell people they can get a house for pennies on a dollar at these auctions because that's not true. I've met people who came to the auction thinking that they can get something for under $3,000 and they can just put a tenant in it like same month. So this is a tax deduction. So what happens is that you pay the taxes, and after a year and some change, whatever the redemption period is, you're able to go and do the paperwork so you can get a deed for the property. So essentially, you're claiming ownership by paying the taxes at the tax sale. They do expect you to pay everything in full by 5 p.m. that day. And once that year, I think it's like a year and a day or something like that. Every county is different. So look into whatever county you're going to. Once you pay that tax bill that particular day and you wait that year and a day after you've paid it, then you can go ahead and start doing the paperwork. I've been told that it is a headache. So I typically try not to buy anything at this particular auction unless it's just such a good deal that I don't want to pass up. That property that the guy got for $30,000, I actually wanted to bid on that property, but I tapped out my bid at $10,000, right? Because for me, I'd much rather be outbidded on a property that I could have gotten and stay within my budget. So congrats to him. He can definitely, after a year and a day, he can definitely make a good profit on that property, especially if he's putting a tenant into it or living in it. Like I mentioned, he has well over 54K of equity in that property. Granted, it's in decent condition. So yeah, so thank you all so much for joining me on this journey to my auction in Middle Georgia. Stay tuned. This is one of the main reasons I absolutely hate this drive down to Middle Georgia. I mean, the between the trailers, the trucks, I mean, they are very, very aggressive. I was trying to take a video, but it just didn't work out. Okay, I'm done with the rant. But thank you guys for tuning in once again. Peace, love, and happy investing.